How are you?
So BMe is a national organization that really focuses on a number of things. One is that there is an emphasis on changing the narrative around how we talk about African American or Black communities.
A lot of times we're dealing with young men that have just not been exposed to anything other than negative stuff. And so when you get an opportunity to pour into their lives some positive things, it makes a world of difference.
And rather than focusing on a deficit narrative that highlights all of the challenges, either real or myth, that we associate with Black communities, I'm really focusing on the assets and the strengths of those communities.
To see us as humans and see us as people with brilliance and potential, and even when we stumble and make mistakes, that we still have a light that deserves to be fostered.
The BMe Genius Fellows were attracted to Louisville because we're quickly becoming known as the epicenter for Black male achievement, with all the work that's happened in our city, from Rumble Young Man Rumble at the Ali Center, the Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods, the work with My Brother's Keeper, Cities United, Campaign for Black Male Achievement. It's all happening right here in our city. And then just the recent announcement and opening of the W.E.B. Du Bois Academy as well. So there's a lot happening in our city. What that demonstrates to the city of Louisville is how we're focused on making sure that every part of our community is flourishing. And anytime a national program can come to help us, we're going to both receive their learnings, but we're going to give our learnings to them as well.
As a result of some of their work, what BMe has done is gone around the country in various cities to select African American men who are making a difference in their communities in a number of different ways. It could be education related, employment related, health and wellness related. Through a program called their BMe Genius Fellowship, they select 10 geniuses in a city to grant $10,000 to continue doing the work that they're doing.
One of the things that we have difficulty doing is saying no. A lot of times, even when we can't afford it, when we have no idea how we're going to pay for it, we do it anyway and we just figure it out, right? But sometimes it's just not enough. And then when you have a program like BMe to come along and say, hey, look, here's a little boost. So that's one more chance that we get to do that program. Hey, look, don't worry, me.
You become part of this national network, this national fellowship. And these fellows go to DC and they get to meet with lawmakers, they get to meet with Soledad O'Brien, and to really sort of elevate what they're doing in their cities.
So there's 6 cities around the country that are home of the BMe Genius Fellows, so we're really proud that we're one of them. But the purpose of these fellows is just to show us what's happening in our city so we can all be proud, and then we can all aspire to be like them and do the type of good work that they're doing.
These are gentlemen that you're very familiar with. Robert Gunn, who's the principal of the new Du Bois Academy. You have Maestro J, you've got Dave Christopher with AMPT, you have Shelton McElroy with the Bell Project, and several others who are doing just phenomenal work around the city.
To be recognized by your peers is always a really great feeling, because not all the time are you sure that you're doing the right thing or you're doing it the right way. You know why you're doing it from the heart, and that's a good thing. You always want to make sure that it's as effective as possible. And so when you can walk alongside or work alongside and be recognized and have the support of guys that have done it and are doing it well and effectively, it's always a good thing.
For my office and through the city, it really is a matter of how do we continue to align and support these efforts. We want to be as coordinated with our national partners as possible so that as they're making an investment in Louisville, we are demonstrating a good return on that investment, that we're demonstrating that they made the right choice. And the mission is to be able to meaningfully move the needle in education and employment and health for young men and boys of color throughout the city.
Invest your time. Certainly, if you can, invest your money, because this work is difficult, but it's going to continue. And we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that happens.
Visit onelovelouisville.org to get engaged in the comprehensive plan to end violence in our community.